Boom! Welcome back to yet another episode of Thoughts Express TV, where we dive deep into thoughts that we often keep to ourselves but needs to be unpacked nonetheless. Today's topic might hurt your head and your heart. Can you love two people at the same time? But before we get started, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This way, you'll be notified whenever we drop new content. Let's be honest, love is rarely black and white. It's complex, it's layered, and sometimes conflicting. But many of us grew up believing that real love is exclusive. We think that there's only one soulmate, or we're taught that there's only one soulmate. Your heart is for one person. And the thing is, real life does not stick to these fairy tale scripts that we're taught. So let's break this down. Is it possible to love two people at once? The short answer is yes. But the better question may be, should you? First, we need to understand what we mean by love, because not all love feels the same. So, for example, you may love one person for their stability, the consistency that they bring, the comfort they bring. They may ground you, and they may have seen you at your worst. They may know your past and seen you at your worst and stuck with you irrespective of what you went through. So that's a different type of love. But in contrast, you may love the other person for the spark that they bring. They may light you up, challenges you, excites you, or maybe reflects the version of yourself that you wish you could be. They kind of make you feel alive in a way that you haven't felt in a long time. And this doesn't mean that you stop loving the first person. It simply means that the second person may have just awakened something in you that had gone quiet. So it's not a matter of debating whether you love one more or the other. It's simply you love them differently and for different reasons, in essence. However, this is where emotional conflict begins, because love isn't always about lack. Sometimes it's about abundance. Too much emotions to fit into one box. But with that abundance comes confusion, guilt, and sometimes even heartbreak. Now let's real talk. Loving two people at the same time does not mean you're cheating, but it does mean that you're at a crossroads. Do you stay with the one who knows your soul, or do you chase the one who ignites your fire? Can you bring those two loves into one alignment, or do you, juggle them and potentially run the risk of hurting yourself or breaking somebody else's heart? So those are the two things that you have to kind of juggle between. And you have to make a choice at some point about what you want to do, because it can't be like that forever. So that's really the crossroads that you end up coming to when you're stuck with loving two people. I wouldn't say equally, but for whatever reasons you love them for. Some people would say if you truly loved one, then you wouldn't fall for another. But other people, might say the heart has room for more than one connection, just like how a parent can have multiple children and love them differently but equally. But romantic love demands clarity, because while your heart may stretch, other people's boundaries just simply won't. And the truth that a lot of people are scared to admit is that yes, you can love two people at the same time, but eventually you're gonna hurt one or maybe even both of them. And contrary to popular belief, love is not just an emotion. Love is about choice, it's about integrity, and it's about honesty. So in essence, it's about communicating your truth so that your confusion doesn't become somebody else's heartbreak. So back to the question, can you love two people at the same time? Yes. But if you're caught between two hearts, then simply ask yourself this question: are you loving fully, or are you, trying to avoid the pain of letting go? Because it's either or. And sometimes, honestly, like, the hardest part is not about choosing who to love. It's more so, who am I willing to hurt, or who am I willing to lose? Thanks for watching today's episode. And if this hit home, please share it with somebody who may be going through something similar. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Peace.